Hello and welcome back to Retro Game Unboxing. This week, we're not doing an unboxing, we're doing an unbagging. A friend of mine picked up some games from the local Mind charity shop. Mind are a great charity. If you've got some spare cash, why not chuck them across a donation, as Mind for Better Health is just absolutely lovely and they do some fantastic work. I'm not sponsored by them, I just like the charity. Now, he just chucked all these games he bought in a bag, hasn't told me what's in there. I can see through the side of it, there's quite a few interesting ones, but let's have a dig around and see what's inside this plastic sack of wonder. First up, we have got the absolute classic, and for me, my favourite one of the series, come at me, see if I care, Doom 3. It lost the ridiculous amounts of enemies on the screen, but replaced it with tangible, scary ass atmosphere, and I love it. And yeah, it is lovely. It's got a nice glossy finish and an embossed cover. So let's get this out of the slipcase and see what it looks like. There it is. Got a massive pinky demon on the front, who isn't actually pink, but hey. And we have got, yay, we've got all 3 discs. And what's this? We've got, the manual and guide, written in type and in sort of a corporate memo kind of style, but covered in blood with burn marks on it and crazy hand scrawled notes, and also a notes section as well, so you can leave your passwords and your strategy tips at the back. And look, you can buy game memorabilia as well. Oh, I'd love one of those Doom 3 t-shirts, but I imagine they go for an absolute fortune these days. And then we've got the little slipcover here, which would usually go in a jewel case, but they've put it out separately. And there we go. Look at that. A nice what button does what keyboard layout. You don't get those in games anymore. And here we go. There's a little thing from the ID software programmers telling you about the game. So I'll leave you to read that because I can't be bothered to read it out myself. And we've of course got the Activision. Activision flyer as well. Okay, let's put this back in the box. And then we'll move on to the next one. Next up is Half-Life Generation. This was a series of discs in a big box. Unfortunately, I haven't got the big box. I've just got the discs, and this is Half-Life Opposing Force. And I think later on I've got the original Half-Life as well, and Team Fortress, I think. But yeah, this is a bit broken. But yeah, it looks lovely. I do like the Gordon Freeman and Commander Shepard sort of juxtaposition at the back there, with Gordon surrounded by orange and Shepard surrounded by the sort of the green glow. Got a few unboxed games in here. We've got the Immortal Quake 2. I absolutely love this game. And yeah, I like the fact if you play it off a disc, you actually get the music properly on there. It's hard to get the music playing if you're playing an emulator or if you're playing a downloaded version, as it was played straight off the disc with this game, off a CD track. But yeah, oh, I love that CD. Next out of the bag is Tomb Raider Unfinished Business, the Premier Collection. Now, the Unfinished Business was basically Tomb Raider 1 with some extra levels on it. And let's have a quick closer look at this. There we go, original game plus 4 extra levels never seen before. And yeah, they've got one set in Egypt, they've got ones with crocodiles in it, and yeah, they're really actually nice additions to the game. However, they don't add anything extra to the plot. It's just some extra bits and pieces to give you some more wonderful Tomb Raider action. And as this is the Unfinished Business version, there's a few extra things included. Being the mid-90s, of course, they've got the Lara screensaver, the Lara Croft 1998 calendar, and a desktop theme. Ooh! And yeah, if you're interested, these are the specs for running this. Basically, yeah, it's 3DFX compatible. God, 3DFX. Power VR. Good God. Power VR. Wow. Jesus. And yeah, there we go. It's got a nice black slipcase. I miss big box PD games. PC games. You know what else I miss? Actually having the games in them. So yeah, this doesn't actually have the game in it, but that's okay. You can actually pick up an unboxed version of Unfinished Business very, very easily off eBay for not much money. So I'll buy a good one of those, chuck it in the box, and then it'll be complete. Right, okay, we've also got the absolutely fantastic Magic Carpet. This is a classic edition, so basically it means that it's a re-release of the original one, and apart from this, a manager special means it was $7.99. Ooh! I always don't hate classic versions of things because you get the tiny picture of the box art and then they just put it on this big grey ugly box. But hey, this is Magic Carpet Plus, so it comes with all the additional extras. It's basically a Game of the Year before there was a Game of the Year version. And look, Electronic Arts before it called itself EA. And yeah, lots of lovely pictures of this fairly basic game from way back in the day. 1994 I think this was. But yeah, it's an absolute classic PC game, this one. And yeah, lovely use of polygons. And I don't know if it actually supports 3D accelerator cards. I think it was kind of before 3D accelerator cards, so I just used software mode to generate them. But I could be wrong. Let's have a look and see what's in this. Take off the slipcase and look. Oh, look. Electronic Arts. And yep, here we go, Magic Carpet, and there's your stats. You can check and see if your system will run it. Oh, 486. God, very early computer stuff. Oh, and there we go. We have got, I haven't even got a jewel case. It comes in this little polythene slip case. But yeah, it looks in very good condition. We have got the manual. Look at that, full colour manual. Is it full colour inside? It is, yeah, look at that. But I use this occasionally with these photocopied. What is that? Sorry, VR helmet compatible. Oh, that's going to require some looking into later. Wow, VR compatible. Unless, of course, VR is something like what they used to call some of the old graphics cards were called the VR ones. They weren't actually VR, but they used the sort of the buzz term. And yeah, here we go. These are all the extra bits. Controlling Magic Carpet. The world map. And is there a note section? There is not. This goes by the wonderful Bullfrog. Same people who made Syndicate and Syndicate Wars. And yeah, they were absolutely in their element in the mid to late 90s. Media replacement. This is in the back in the day where if your disc was damaged, you could send it back and EA would care. Yeah, that actually happened. EA actually had customer service at one point. Who'd have thunk it, eh? But yeah, oh, very, very pretty. And what's this? Reference card. I wonder what this reference is. Oh, it's just what classics are and a few extra little bits of documentation. Nothing particularly fascinating. So far, so black and white, meh. Troubleshooting. Ah, when you had to troubleshoot your games to get them to run. Yeah, back in the day, you didn't just stick them in your console. You actually had to basically do troubleshooting to get the game to run half the time if it wasn't compatible. And this is the time when you have Windows 95, then Windows 98. So if you're using Windows 95, you had a load of problems running some new games, and you had to do all kinds of sort of patch downloads. And this was way before the internet, so it took some time to get some games running if you were using the older systems. Okay, on to some of the loose CDs we've got in here. This is Half-Life Generations, the second disc, which has Half-Life on it, and Counter-Strike. I used to have a box copy of Half-Life says Counter-Strike, but I've got no idea where that is now. And yeah, this doesn't come with the box either, but it does come with both discs, and it does come with the serial number as well, which when I tried it out wasn't actually registered. So I've got a nice copy of Half-Life on the disc, which is a nice thing to own. Although I would like the big box version of it at some point. So yeah, fingers crossed I find that in a shop somewhere at some point. Okay, next up is a double box of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis. Let's get this better into frame. Hold on. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, this is a lovely white label box. If you don't know what the white label is, it was basically what we had before you had the classics or PlayStation classics. So back in the day, if you bought PC games that have been out for a while, they usually came with white label. And I remember buying Seventh Guest and a few others in the white label, and lots of LucasArts games. Now these are point and click adventures, and let's have a quick look at the back. Oh, hang on, that's all the wrong way around. That's better. OCD kicking in there. And yeah, these are very old point and click adventures. I'm not sure if they're around the Scum engine or not. Somebody can tell me in the comments below. But yeah, they are older looking games, but because they were point and click, that actually worked in their favour. I don't like sort of 3D point and click adventures. I do like the old sort of 2D ones like Monkey Island and Full Throttle and all those wonderful games, and The Dig. So yeah, these are always fun. If the puzzles were a bit obtuse, you could always get the walkthrough guides, because the internet didn't exist when this came out. Or if it did, but it wasn't exactly as accessible as it is now. So yep, okay, it comes in actually a very nice dual CD case. They've actually put some effort and put a map in the background. Usually they were just white with like the white label on it and no art. Oh yeah, the discs are actually the proper discs as well, with there we are, Harrison Ford beautifully etched on there. And there we are, some nice screenshots from the game, and Harrison standing in, I think, is that a Zeppelin, I think, in The Last Crusade? I can't remember anyway. It was, I need to rewatch that series actually, I haven't watched it in ages. But yeah, very, very nice looking cover that, I'm liking that. Now what else we got in here? Oh yeah, the obligatory PC Zone. Do you remember PC Zone, the magazine? Yeah, PC Zone subscription. Oh look, low price, £9.97 for a year's worth of PC Zone. Wow. And look, the Grail Diary. I distinctly remember the Grail Diary being in a very, very sort of nicely done prop with all kinds of things hanging out of it and some beautiful, beautiful art. This just looks like someone's photocopied something onto green paper. But yeah, back in the day, you didn't get the wonderful special editions you do these days, and mostly it was just sort of photocopied bits of paper. The Grail Diary of Henry Jones. Look at that. Well, they've made an effort. Look, it looks like they've photocopied some of the nicer bits. I imagine this would be something to do with either go to page so-and-so and type in the third word on the third paragraph to get past copyright. Either that or there's something in the game which needs you to look up in here. Either way, it's a nice little thing to keep inside. And now my favourite part of all retro game collecting, the weird little colour brochures they used to put in here. And what's this? Oh look, not all labels are a rip-off. Deary me, look at those. I don't think you can actually buy any of this stuff. I think it was just them trying to be very, very 90s. Although a white label watch would be cool. Or a hip flask, but no. Here we go, we've got the Dig, and there's Toonstruck, and there's Broken Sword and Full Throttle. Look at that, all the wonderful white label games you could buy. Anything on the back here? And there's Indiana Jones and a few others as well. A lovely, lovely 90s feel of it all. And then we've got, here we go. These are the black and white ones. So you get the black and white versions of the full colour manuals, because the white series saved money by sort of doing black and white stuff inside and sort of generic box as well. So yeah, you got the full game, but you didn't get sort of the full stuff inside. Anyway, this looks very nice. You got all the stuff, and you got all the screenshots and game controls, etc. that you need in there. You just didn't get any of the bells and whistles. Oh, and look, a map as well. And last in the box, we have got the warranty card from Virgin Interactive. No idea who's at that office now, but I doubt very much it's Virgin Interactive. Okay, moving on to the next one. We have got the DVD case version of Grim Fandango by LucasArts. God, I love this game. Intrigue in the Land of the Dead. You play a guy called Manny, who is a travel agent in the afterlife, where you can basically buy your jest desserts from him. But it turns out people are stealing his jest desserts and selling them. It's kind of like Casablanca meets Tim Burton meets Day of the Dead. It's, yeah, absolutely incredible, and it's a proper epic adventure. And because it is LucasArts, there's all kinds of clever little nods to other games, like an appearance of the Kraken from Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, absolutely incredible, and I absolutely love that game. And look, we've got Doom! Yay, Ultimate Doom! It's got Doom 1, Doom 2 and Final Doom, all the classic versions, and it also includes a playable version of Doom 3, the first level, I think, if I remember rightly, and there's a few differences on it because it was before release, so yeah, even though I've got Doom 3, I think I'll probably still play the demo version of Doom there, just to see what the differences are between the final product. But yeah, very happy with that. That's lovely. Doesn't have the manual, unfortunately, but that's okay. I've got all the copies of Doom anyway, and I think I've got a big box version of it as well, but it's nice to have that one as well. Okay, next up we have got the classic Grand Theft Auto. This is the game that caused controversy on the PlayStation and, yeah, allowed you to steal cars, do bank jobs, and basically run over pedestrians. And yeah, as much as the controversy on it was a little bit overblown, I know for a fact the company which basically made it, DMA, I think it was called, eventually became Rockstar, absolutely loved it because, yeah, nothing sells a game or a book or a movie more like controversy. And yeah, this was absolutely great. And just having the radio stations, all their comedy on them and all the satire, because this was a satire, and it's absolutely great, and the media played into their hands. Well, I've got a Take-Two flyer and no game whatsoever. Luckily, I actually have the game on disc already. I just didn't have the big box, so I can swap it over, and now I've got a complete version of Grand Theft Auto in the big box, which I can't really complain about. Okay, putting that aside, on to the next one. What have we got in here? We have got the Granddaddy. We have got Quake. This came out after Doom and after Wolfenstein. And yeah, it took first-person shooters from 2D sprites to full 3D models. This was an absolute game changer. Music by Trent Reznor from the Nine Inch Nails. And I'd play you some if I knew I wouldn't get massively copyright strike for it. This is a lovely box. I mean, look at that. It's just so beautiful. With the iconic Quake symbol on the front and the ID logo. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And what have we got inside? We have got the manual. We have got the disc. There's a slight crack on the disc thing, but I can change that, no problem at all. And there we go. Oh, look at that CD. Absolute perfection. And look at that. It looks like the start of 7. It looks like David Fincher designed this. It's just wow. And just look at that. All the shading and the lovely gold colour of the icon. It's a masterclass in minimalist design. You don't need sort of like guys carrying guns and women wearing stupidly little clothing. All you need is the textured background and the big golden sickle on the front, and you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting Quake. I first experienced this game on a demo disc on the front of PC format, and it absolutely changed my gaming life. And yeah, had to get this as soon as it came out. And I'm so glad to have another copy of it now. It's got a manual here, just usual stuff, just what buttons to press and support. We've got an replay. Sorry, replay? This isn't a replay version. Who knows? But and yeah, this box is pristine. There's not a crease on it. Absolutely love this, and it's still got the cardboard interior as well. Bit of flavour text in there and a lovely font. And yeah, couldn't be happier having this. And those screenshots are great. Just lovely polygonal action going on there. And yep, GT Interactive and ID. 15. God, it was a 15. If this goes out today, it'll be an 18. We were so sport back then when we were kids. The stuff we could get to play. Just the amount of violence in this game. So yeah, I'm going to put this back very, very carefully. And yeah, I think I might even go out and buy myself a little plastic cover for this one to keep it nice and clean and tidy on my shelf. Don't often do that for big box PC games, but I think Quake deserves it. Right, next up is a really weird one. Malice. It is a Quake expansion. I have never heard of this. Bit of water damage on the front, but I think that's more the fact that the box is quite cheap. I have never ever heard of this add-on pack. It seems to be a sort of a full mod, a full new game squeezed onto the Quake engine. You need an original copy of Quake to run it. Look, there's nothing on the back. It's just a white box. There's no screenshots or anything. Definitely going to have to try and get this running. In the box itself, there are no further clues to basically where this came from. And it's got Game Spy. Anyone else remember Game Spy when you wanted to play online? I think this might be some kind of online shooter. Kind of in the vein of Excess, Shields Up, Fight Back. Or the original Unreal Tournament that came on the Unreal disc. But yeah, I know nothing about this. It's got a full colour manual. I mean, look at this. This is... There's a lot of work being put into this, and I have never, ever heard of it. Very, very odd. And yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a play. I had a quick check on YouTube, and I could find nothing on this. I don't know how rare this is, or whether it just had a very, very limited release. But, I mean, who the hell are QA Software? Oh, well, I will do some more research on that and see what comes up. Okay, and with that Gaming Odyssey there unbagged, that's the end of this particular video. Got a fantastic selection of games here, both boxed and unboxed, and yeah, I do love my big box games, and yeah, I hope to have more and more of these in the future. But for now, thank you very much for watching Retro Game Unboxing. If you want to see any more games unboxed, you have a box game and you think I should unbox, please let me know in the comments below. So stay happy, stay safe, and yeah, keep unboxing.